What's up, y'all? It's your boy, The Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh so amazing touch. And I want to welcome you back to the Get Ready For It podcast, season 3. Is it uno, dos, cuatro, cinco? You know, I know I'm Dominican. I know a little Espanol. You feel me? Like, okay. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start this off. But before we get this game popping and starting, I want to go ahead and introduce you to my co-host.
Oh man, up jumps the boogie. It's the boy. What's cracking?
KP, how have you been?
I've been all right, man. You know, living life.
Look like you ain't been eating. Barely. I understand that. Anyway, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Unfortunately, Savage XL, is not here today. He had to take a test, not a corona test, just like maybe an STD test or a flea bab test, or not nice. Too much?
Too much.
Yeah. Understandable. But anyway, in his replace, we got one of my good friends. We got my boy Tony in the building. What's up, Tony?
Yo, what up, folks? How everybody doing today?
We appreciate you stopping by to the Get Ready For It podcast. And the reason why we're having my boy Tony once again on the podcast is simply because of one thing. That job. Oh, yes, that's right. Tony actually was an employee of that beautiful job we call Alorica. Disclaimer before we get this started, guys, none of this is to be taken serious. All of this stuff is alleged. We are good people and just laugh and have a good time. Ain't that right, Tony?
Truly.
Ain't that right, KP?
I don't know how that's gonna go.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story about a guy who is a legend, a myth, and he's just like, if you could think of a panda, that's the guy. I'm talking about my great friend, Ryan North. I'm going to tell a quick story about my guy, Ryan North. Once again, he's a great guy. He helped me a lot at that job. So one day we was in the cafeteria, KP and Tony, and I was sitting down eating a red bag of Dorito chips, correct? So I see Ryan coming. You guys know how he walk, kind of like, wild, crazy,
Stinky butt. Yeah.
A little bit. But as he was walking closer to me, I noticed that he has a box in his hand. I'm like, what is this box he has in his hand? And then as he gets closer, I realize it's a box of chicken. Publix chicken. I'm not talking about the 8-piece count. I'm talking about the 20-piece hot and spicy. If you're from the 813, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting myself prepared. Like, he finna offer me a piece. He done sat down across from me. He looking me in my eyes talking. And instead of offering me a piece, he started taking them things back like Annihilators, Snickerdoodles, Reese's Pieces Buttercup. He just started eating them like it was like he devoured them. It was like he was put them in his mouth and like the bone would come out, and that's about it. So then another girl came. I'm thinking, okay, that's his girl. He's gonna offer her some. Nope. Start taking them bitches back like gobstoppers, just one at a time. Lemon heads, like that, like double mint gum. You know how it ends quickly. Yeah, get another one in your mouth. Lay's potato chip.
Can't have one.
You are a legend, my guy. But I remember one time he told me he went to fat camp, so I understood that. That's why I had to let that go.
That's so rude.
I had to let that. What you mean? It's not rude. I have nothing but love for that guy.
But I mean, you got to think about it though, man. People still know this man,
right?
People still see him on a daily basis,
right?
So when they start joking about him,
right,
about this whole fat camp thing,
right?
How the hell you know that?
That's between him and the Lord.
See,
that's between him and the Lord.
But he didn't tell it. You did.
At this point.
That's between him and the Lord.
That ain't right.
There's a lot of things we said on the first one that we weren't supposed to say, KP, but he said it.
What did I say that I wasn't supposed to say?
You said somebody was no, we're not doing that here. KP. We need you to go ahead. And do you guys have any funny stories at all? Any funny stories you could think of?
Not I could think of off the top of my head.
What about you, Tony?
Well, first and foremost, good morning, everybody.
This is good afternoon. We're not in the morning.
Potato, tomato. This is my first time seeing y'all. So, but bro, like how you jump out the gate talking about
right? Talking about this man and his chicken.
The whole box of chicken.
Intense.
Remember, he was pissed. He was hot with the one dude was making fun of him about the whole chicken. Or was that the donut situation?
It has something to do with food. I don't know what food it was. Thanksgiving feast, Christmas dinner, one of them. But God is great. It's just, guys, they don't have any stories to tell, so I'm going to move on to another one.
I mean, there's so many different situations that we could talk about. Do y'all remember the day that they actually called us in and told us that we was getting laid off?
No, because I didn't get laid off. So they didn't call me in at all.
Whatever that day was. Oh, so you ain't get, that's right, because you left.
Right.
I was going before he
Right. And we were, so we were employees. We said, wait a minute, something ain't right. The air in the location was not correct, so we peeled. Hauled ass. KP left before me, actually. I left like a year and a half later. Tony decided to ride that bit off, and then he wrote that bit off, and they were like, stop.
Man, y'all got to understand, though, man, that job was so
fucking easy.
It was the finesse of the century. You know what I'm saying?
You tell me, I was there 4 years and got paid to chill my homeboys.
Exactly.
Kick it with my
you
friends.
feel me? Like, when I got off that phone, life was made for me. I didn't have to do nothing.
You guys have a time at all that something that happened that while you was at the job that nobody ever knew?
Yeah. It's a couple things.
Well, if y'all not finna start, I need y'all to get these stories out quickly now. Very quickly.
Not that I could think of.
Not
that I knew of that did not that
nobody else knew, that you kept to yourself.
That you kept to yourself? What you mean, like? What you mean, like an act or like somebody else's
It's
secret?
a goddamn question, you guys.
You know what I'm saying? Can you give me an example?
An example, okay, guys. Here's my story. Before I started working at this job, I did. Stories, facts. Before I started working this job, I was working at another job. My friend that was working at the job with me, I don't want to say her name.
Okay.
I respect
that. Make up a name.
But
I say make up a name.
Taisha, my friend that was working at the job, she because it is real. That's my dog though. Because it's a good story. It's not a crazy story. That's why I can say her name. That's my girl. But I wanted to get the job, and she got the job kind of before me because her cousin worked there.
Okay.
So I was like, I put in an application, but nobody is calling me. So she was like, just call the front desk and tell them you got an interview. I was like, what? That's not going to work. She said, no, try it. So I end up calling the front desk, getting transferred to HR, spoke to Giselle. That's how you know that's real. Pretty Giselle. If you guys, I don't know if you were here when she was there. She was a very pretty Puerto Rican lady.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, my name is Cedric. I'm just calling you because I got an email saying that, I need to call to schedule my appointment. She stopped. She said, okay, let me connect you to the front desk. Connect you to the front desk. Like, okay, this is not finna work. The lady at the front desk, she got to know. She gonna know this ain't. I'm not nowhere on anybody's list. I was a fry guy at a fast food place. Come on, Lord Jesus. But when I got connected to that lady said, okay, come in tomorrow at 12. And that's how I got the job at Alorica. I lied. Now, God, sometimes lies need to happen. They meant to happen. And from that lie, I was at that job for almost 6 years. God is good. Can I get an amen? Shut it down.
But you know what's crazy, though?
What?
I consider those situations called God winks. Because, I mean, when you think about situations like that where you just got through by the grace of God, I mean, ultimately, you end up finding out that the job ain't worth shit.
Wait a minute. There was good people at that job.
It was good people.
Yeah, I was gonna say
at the job, but the job wasn't worth shit.
I finessed the hell out that goddamn interview. Well, I was in there talking about, yes, I'm a cashier, top of my league. I handle money. Knowing damn well I flip burgers and shake fries.
Hey, bro, I ain't have to do all that.
But I had to do what I had to do. That was because in my life I've only had 2 jobs. That one and my other one. So I had to finesse.
Sheesh.
I done did everything.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't.
Get ready for a podcast audience. I'm the one telling stories because I got story for days. But I want to move on to what I call the fire rapid question, where I'm going to ask you guys a question. It's going to be a very quick response, okay? Are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. When you wanted something to get done, who was the first person you went to?
Okay.
Adam.
Yeah. Adam, okay.
Miss T.
Agreed.
Miss T was my first one.
Miss T. Yeah. I go to Miss T for advice first, but if I want something done, I'm going to go to Adam.
Who was your favorite HR person and who was your least favorite HR person?
Nikki.
Okay, which one? Is she your favorite?
Yeah, Nikki was cool.
Right.
Yeah.
My favorite, I ain't gonna cap. I gotta go with Tanya. I gotta go with India.
India? Yeah. Mine was probably Sean and then probably Miss Nikki.
Sean. That's my nigga right there. Big ups to Sean, man. Big ups to Sean.
I see y'all skipped on who your least favorite was.
I'm trying to think about least favorite.
I wasn't in HR enough to know.
What's the lady with the gap?
Miss Sheree?
Yes, man. I couldn't. if you listen to this, Miss Sheree, all due respect, all love and all that, but ma'am, you had a way about you, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? You pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? You get to walk around here with the, I was gonna say big draws, but big pants, big draws. I already said it, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the way she rubbed me the wrong way quite a few times.
I wasn't in HR.
I think my probably least favorite was probably, and to say this, I'm not trying to say anything bad. It was Amanda. She just gave me a bad vibe.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, Amanda,
she didn't fit.
It wasn't.
Yeah, she didn't really.
Wasn't supposed to be doing that. Though. Remember, she wasn't even supposed to be doing all that.
All right. Okay. Who was the worst employee that you saw working there?
Shit, the whole motherfucking assist desk.
Me.
Everybody on motherfucking.
That's not true because I was a star.
Nigga, you was still the fucking prima donna, a diva.
That was horrible.
Call it what you want to. The least favorite person probably was this boy named Austin. It was a gentleman that was constantly doing things and stuff like that. He was built like he was built like a shapely female. Remember Austin. No. Austin.
Cedric would always help him out.
Okay, so that's supposed to be funny. Okay, this is supposed to be rapid fire. Okay, person who took their job way too serious.
Cedric.
What? Okay, come on. Find a real name. Anybody listen to you right now would be like, you done lost your damn. This boy was at command all of it. Huh?
Lawrence took his job real seriously.
God bless that man. We didn't.
That man took assist that seriously. I don't know how he woke up every day on a mission.
No, I feel like when he became a leader, that's when he took that bit serious.
The other Adam.
I like all the Adams.
Job too serious.
Which both of the Adams.
Redhead Adam, nah, he was like fucking. He was cool. Dead ass serious about his job.
I mean, this is the thing with you talk, Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade, if you did what you were supposed to do, that man left you alone.
That's true.
That man left you alone. I've been around that man a lot because he helped me a lot become a coach and stuff like that. As long as you was doing what you supposed to do, that man would leave you alone.
Again, I ain't had like no really problem with him, but like
the person who took
how he interacted with other people. Yeah, he ain't interact with me that way.
The person who took his job way too serious was that boy Tanner.
No.
Yes. You get a little bit of power. You start losing your mind.
He would not approach me on any situation. So he would always go tell somebody, and somebody would come back to me and be like, "Well, I heard." Type shit. Tanner ain't. Yeah, he was nowhere near my radio. Yeah,
that man ain't no puppy.
Tell Tanner has to sit down and he'll go about his business.
Who was the one TL that you did not want to mess with? Like you be like, you know what? You got it. I'm just gonna leave you alone because I still need this job.
Miss Deb.
Miss Nikki for me. Before she went to HR, she played no games.
Miss Deb played.
Miss Nikki didn't play no games at all. She did not play the radio with them kids.
Deb had the meanest grip that one time before peak season, and I was trying to be Miss T coach. She finessed that whole week, man. She had me speaking to every single OM, had me looking crazy.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. It happened like that.
Another snake.
Remember she had one of the fake tears and the crying and all that, and I was just sitting up there looking at her and Amanda like, you believe this? And she played it, boy. She played it.
Snake. I just.
Who was the weirdest person that you came across?
Cedric.
Who?
Is this guy named Cedric that used to work there?
Right. We all know that's a myth because you was around me all the time. So let's.
You're not weird, nigga.
Shit.
The weirdest person was Jared.
Nah, Jared was just white.
Jared was white.
Weird.
White is white. Jared was weird.
See, the thing about Jared was, like although he was white, he had a Panda
Caucasian.
Bear
let's be
uniform.
proper here.
White boy. He had a Panda Bear uniform over him, so he had like an extra layer of white. That was his representative that he gave out to the world. Man, I done had a couple conversations.
I mean, I had conversations with him.
You know what I'm saying? Where he actually, don't get me wrong, like it was still up there, but you know what I'm saying? He toned it down and showed me, shit, you.
This
are
supposed to be
person.
rapid fire. I need y'all to answer these questions. Boom, boom. So I said Jared. You said who?
Shit. I'm trying to think about a weird ass representative.
KP, your answer is?
I'm horrible with names, but there's a lot of weird motherfuckers out there.
I'm trying to tell you, like, what's the damn, y'all wasn't there. Man, it was this one black dude who was sitting up there lighting. He He had a lighter.
What about that dude that had that ring on? That because you're in a fraternity, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that dude. What's his name?
That cat.
Subway.
Serious. Yeah, the dude they got all in his feelings.
Because he told him to take off that ring. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he shouldn't have had it on. If you don't know nothing about it.
Who was your go-to person that you used to always talk to?
Like about anything?
About anything.
You, Cedric, Marley. I got to know you later on when we started like doing like the skits and all that stuff. Who else? Shit, Cynthia, Major.
Mine probably was Miss Christine. Miss Christine, you guys know her. She has been on the cast a couple of times. I would definitely peel in her office and be like, girl, I'm going through it. And these people ain't shit. And Darius ain't talking to me because he tired of hearing about shit. But also I used to go to her every first quarter and talk to her about just anything as well. After KPD.
Yeah, nobody. I didn't feel comfortable.
I mean, honestly and truthfully, it was whatever. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, if we wasn't on our phones, I mean, y'all actually had to be on the phones. I'm talking about me if I wasn't on my cellular device. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it wasn't really too much. I spoke to really anybody. I ain't do no work. I did nothing. The whole first hour of my shift, I used to walk around the East Department and speak to everybody. Like, I really did nothing.
And so we all know if you worked at this location that there was different restaurants around the location. So there was Silo, and then it was the China Spot, and then it was Tropical Cuisine, and then it was that Caribbean place that was right ahead. Out of those four, which one was your go-to spot?
Depending on the day to go to. Ultimately, though, China Walk, hands down, going there first. Second was Silo. If I felt fancy.
If you want a burger,
you are.
You gotta be real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have pickies up. That shit, but it was good though. That shit was swinging. They had.
I like the Spanish restaurant that had.
Tropical Cuisine was the ox. First, mine is Tropical Cuisine. The oxtails used to be busted, and KP used to be over there getting them things too. And so the price went up. We had to have a little shit.
Price was already up, and I had came to my senses, and I was like, nigga, I can go somewhere and just spend $10. Get more goddamn oxtails than.
For me, it was the Caribbean. I mean, the Tropical Cuisine location, and then the Chinese place location, and then Silo, and then the Caribbean place, but never the cafeteria.
Yeah, the cafeteria.
You only eat stuff that is closed.
Y'all ain't eat shit out that damn.
Back in the day, but when they had more selections on the outside,
when they got rid of what's his name? What's the boy name?
Which one?
Yes, I know.
The Hispanic guy.
Sergio.
That's
his name? Sergio. Yeah, Sergio.
When they got rid of his crew,
that's when it went down here.
Because they used to at least try to cook the food.
You know Sergio, because you was here before. I think you was here before Darius, so you probably know. But you probably don't remember
before no damn.
You wasn't at Lorca before him?
No, bro.
I don't think so.
I worked at a Lorca for 2 years.
Dang, then you was
3 years.
Okay. Then why you even here? Okay. Anyway, who was the most phoniest person?
Most of that.
I second that, and that lady was a nice lady, but
she was not.
A quick story. One day, I was coaching. Right, I was in A-Bay real quick, and then she was talking about somebody, and then it's like I'm talking about not the best things. And then the girl came up, and she didn't see her coming, and as soon as the girl came up, she moved me up. She said, "Move, baby, girl, give me a hug." Yeah. The girl she was talking about, it was one of the most phoniest things I've ever seen in my life.
You know the story of Hansel and Gretel? Ain't that the one where they go in the forest and they find the candy house and the old grandma?
I'm not gonna play with you. Next question.
That's all.
Well, how many write-ups did y'all get, real quick?
Shit, I probably broke a record in that motherfucker.
Your write-ups probably was for attendance.
I ain't get too many. I know I got that one bit right up when I yelled at Amanda, but that was Miss Deb's fault. Like she shouldn't have sent her to that file.
Yeah, I was walking on thin ice in that motherfucker.
I think I had the whole time 5 years. I got five write-ups. I was a good employee.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
With Adam, man, it used to be times so I'd be late for work and just call him and be like, "Hey, bro, I'm not coming in." I did it so many times.
Quickly name the people that were in your crew. Shoot them out.
Daily crew. Like I say, I used to sit by Major.
My boy Ro, Kadeem, Marcia, fucking, yeah. That's pretty much
Major, Tamika. Tamika was the real one because she sat by me pretty much the whole time, and she witnessed all the bullshit. I mean, all the bullshit from Jared team on side A to side B, all that.
Mine have to be when I'm gonna go based off when I first started there. It was this girl named Nita, this girl named Kayla, this girl named Shaniqua. Taisha was my dog back in the day. She still is. And then of course Keisha, I was real close with. My boy Todd, he's been on the podcast before. That was my boy. Of course the normal people KP, Rowan, Marcia, of course, Miss Christine. I was well known, like Nashonda, Vakisha, Brandon, Shay. That's Masia, Lasia. It was a horrible. You said what?
This nigga's memory is amazing,
right?
I remember my boy Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, Chris was good.
Shout out to Mika.
Who the hell is Chris?
Wilson.
You know Chris is.
Oh, Big Chris?
Both Chris's, yeah. Chris Wilson and my boy Chris Rodriguez.
I don't know. I don't know that other person you talking about. God be the glory.
Shit, that's your fault.
God be the glory.
What up, Chris?
What up, G?
So I'm going to move on. That was the rapid fire question of this segment. Moving on. I want to talk about. I'm going to skip down a little bit and then go back up. I want to talk to. Let's get a little messy. Because KP been real quiet over there. I guess he just in his emotions about, how much frustration he had built up regarding this location. But I want to get a little messy with you guys, if that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just say that there is a fella that me and KP know that was what I like to call a prostitute of the ladies, a man of the hour, of the nightly hour. The person, when you look up the definition, hoe, slut, prostitute, his name comes up very quickly. And that's my boy Tony. Tony.
Yeah, I did not know you were going to say that.
I just should have known.
We just want to talk a little bit about your whoreness. I want to say gentleman. He used to walk around and call people my queen. That's when you know nigga ain't shit. He did. You can ask females and then he's like, queen? Thank you. You used to be queen? Like, okay, what possession? Queen? What do you used to say, like queen?
Possession.
Okay, so take the mind. He used to be like,
possession. Have
a good day, queen. You look beautiful, queen. Queen, you do right, queen. Queen. A no shit ass person. You already know.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's so crazy about this? Because we've had this conversation so many times. Call me a hoe and all the other types. So whoop.
You're not gonna claim it?
No, it wasn't really. I wasn't.
Hell no, you better case me.
Like, nah, yeah, truly. First and foremost, okay. So if nobody hasn't done this before, if you're in leadership and you want people to get on your side, you know what you need to do?
Have sex with them?
No,
whoa.
I did not have sex with
them. Oh, okay. Just answer the question.
You give them compliments. When you give them compliments, it boosts their self-esteem. So every time they see you, they reflect compliments. They get happy. So they're really thinking about themselves when they see you because you're always giving their ass compliments. So even if you don't like their fucking shoes, hey, those are some nice pair of shoes. You rocking them bitches, baby. Do what the hell you got to do.
But it was that one girl who said you was Mandingo. What's going on with that? She walked up to him and said that. Did she not?
I used to wear a lot of sweatpants. That's the same.
Right. Okay. While we in the realm right now, just being, nasty, a little nasty here, a little nasty. KP's a married man, so this question can only apply to him and to his wife. But did anybody have any type of intercourse in the parking lot of the job?
Yeah. Oh, you asking me about somebody else?
No, I'm saying no, because I said no. You hear my statement? I said that you're a married man, so you can't really answer this question besides if it was with your wife. Did anybody do anything nasty in the parking lot? But I'm talking about yourself.
Oh, I heard some. I done heard some stories. I ain't put nobody business out there, but yeah, I know.
Shit, if you could give me sex in the building.
Can you give me a number, Tony? How many times have you personally done anything in that location?
At that location. I mean, I was in relationships while I was there. So
relationships,
ships.
Was it like relationship, like your relation in your ship?
I had a relationship. Got out of that one. Got in.
So you was in situationships.
I was in situations. No, that is the good word for it. Because back in the day, I ain't really.
I was going to say relationship is something.
I was in a lot of situations.
You guys are using the wrong word. I think relation shift for the shift. That's when he was like dealing with the person. after that shift. It was the next shift. For me, it probably would have been the number 4. It was 4 times I had it in.
Just 1, 2, 3, 4?
Like 4 times. 4 times.
In the building?
No, we're talking about on the outside. Right now it's just completely outside. Outside the building. So 4 times. Remember that? It was this dark area all the way over there. And them little buildings. If it was cameras in there. The stores, it could tell with all the people that used to work, they used to like, let's go in the cut over there. No lights, pitch black, silent, quiet. We already know what's up. That's not play. That's not play.
I stayed too close. I stayed entirely too close to work to be doing something in them.
We want to be spontaneous out here. Yeah. Let's go in this 30 minutes lunch break, see what we can do.
Bitch, we got 30 minutes make it happen.
For real. We finna play Uno or something.
So y'all see how y'all did that? Hey man, shit, we got 30 minutes to get to my house, make that shit work, and then come back.
That's too much.
That's
too much.
It's 7 minutes to
it don't matter. That's too much.
You gotta account for traffic.
Because when I'm getting home, I'm getting comfortable. When I have comfortable intercourse, it's a whole different situation.
When you bring the bed,
it's gonna be like
I gotta take my time.
For real. Now you gotta take my time, then it's F that job. You feel me?
Who
I take the right up.
Have sex in a car?
A lot of people don't mind getting down with the get down, homie. Man, and you are I can't believe you saying that.
I don't know about that parking lot, but you know, I've dabbled.
I like the
car set. I mean,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like the car sets can't get right if you maneuver everything right. You move the front seats up, back seats back, and lay the bitches back. I ain't got no experience. I'm just, from what I observed.
Who had the worst set of teeth?
Ooh. See, you said
my teeth ain't straight. So
teeth, garbage, trash, should have been long in it. But I can give you right now. I'm not going to say this person's name, but there was 2 site directors. It was the other one.
I want to be in a motherfucking mouth like that.
The girl.
You talking about like the shades and the tones and stuff like that. You rude.
What are you talking about?
Real disrespectful. Right, you asked motherfucking teeth.
I gave the response.
She drank a lot of coffee. What you expect?
That coffee didn't do that. That's the K that did that.
It's wrong. I'm not gonna talk on that. I'm not gonna speak on that.
And that's maybe on older traditions. You know what I'm saying?
Older tradition.
Yeah, brush your
like
teeth with baking soda.
George Washington tradition, like winning teeth. God is good. Who is that one person that when you saw them coming, you went the other way? Lord Jesus, I don't mean to do you like this, but Jared, when you came up to me, I had to swerve you multiple times, on multiple occasions. Look you dead in your eye, swerve.
Shit,
so
any
OM. I wouldn't swerve him in his face. Like I swerve him like, okay, so the break room and then the cafeteria entrance. Like if I'm coming out the break room into the cafeteria and I see him coming into the cafeteria, you know how you can like walk past the food court or whatever it is, because you got a little chairs in the borderline.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll bust one of them type of moves. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I avoid them. But
any manager. If we went on no personal level, if I ain't feel like talking to your ass, I'm ducking your ass. No,
I ain't give a fuck.
Nah, them weird ass conversations just be like,
I'd be outside smoking with their ass. What's up? Yeah.
So we were all somewhat in certain times coaches and doing stuff like that. Who was that one person that every time they came up to you and asked you a question was like, okay, it's this, that, and the third. Here it is.
All the old people.
Yes, the older people used to.
All the old people.
Yeah, if you old, bro, and you ain't got no call center experience, don't set yourself up, bro.
For the fail.
What's the chick that used to?
Because you will get talked behind your back
and to your face.
We gonna answer. I'm gonna answer your question, but when I peel this corner, Betty still asked me the same question 16 times,
and she been here 6 months
every motherfucking day.
And she come to you every day talking about she gonna get better. You gotta just nod your head,
Y'all ever been in them coaching sessions? Like, yo, I know. All right. You say
nah, motherfuckers ain't like me.
Yeah, Darius was a little bit more mean.
Straightforward.
Shit, you was mean.
I was not mean. I was not mean. I was very nice. There was only one person who said I was mean. That person, God be the glory. Who was bad bodied in that location? Who was bad bodied in that location? There was some new shapes that I learned working there. Odd shapes of new found fashion. Like, ooh, that's not an hexagon, that's a polygon. Okay.
You got to see them pear body shapes, huh?
Listen, I was never good enough to know anybody that to be like, shapes. But it's
some fun, okay looking
zucchini looking motherfucker.
Now, first of all, the audience to get rid of because I am chunky, I'm fat, so I feel like I can talk about other fat people. God be the glory. So you guys ain't got nobody, or just the whole site was just bad body, oddly shaped squares, pineapples, rectangles, blueberries.
See, you try to get motherfuckers to say names and
see, I mean, so the people who was bad body and they was confident, at least I get them their effort. Okay. Now, the ones who was walking around with the stomach girdles and all that other type of stuff.
And one thing, you say that I'm saying names, but you called somebody a minion last time.
First,
we talked about
I never
this.
said her name.
Don't forget
somebody else said her name.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
That man had sinuses. And I never said his
No,
name.
we're not doing that this time. Not at all. Not at all. We're not doing it at all. Leave that man alone. God be the glory. Because he going to come on this podcast one day and have this conversation with y'all because he said he is.
And
so
we're going to
this
have
conversation.
a good time and we're going to laugh about it. I'm not even going to be here. So,
what was the nastiest thing you did in the building?
Took a shit.
Yeah, that plenty of
Did you wrap around? You did. And Tony didn't put no toilet paper around the seat.
You's a goddamn.
No, what you know toilet paper around the seat.
I put 3 of them seat covers down, bitch.
Got to.
Why even, bitch? I do the potty dance.
No, when Silo opened, that's why I used to go to take over because it was quiet. It was like its own personal.
Bathroom.
It was single bathroom, clean as anytime I needed. Like that's why I was going.
Nah, I ain't had that.
You ain't know about the Silo Scoop?
Man, clean as hell.
Go in there, order your food, go to the bathroom.
Right, and just go. Yep.
Sometimes don't even order your food. Just go in there and go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'm gonna jump around a little bit here. I want to go down. Let's talk about the beautiful security guards that were working.
Yo, no. Hold on.
Go ahead.
When I first got there, right, it was this one security. Like, she was. I don't even know how to put it. Like, she was fat.
She was that thing.
But her ass was fatter.
Okay. Is this the one Hillsborough County's fattest ass? Legend? Icon.
Real shit. That man used to talk about her every fucking day. If she didn't show up to work, that nigga used to be distraught. You say my girlfriend, nigga, I ain't seen her about 3 days. I hope she okay.
I need to know she still is breathing. Okay, listen. And that wasn't the thing. Even though it was big, it was the walk for me. Boy,
baby had to. If she didn't sweat, she wasn't moving.
Right, it was like a walk in a dip on one side of the body. It's a unique walk. It's a unique one.
When I say she was like, she herself was a big person.
I get what y'all saying. That ass had a mind of its own.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a whole nother body. It was a whole nother body attached to her body. Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, nah, I'm good. That's
she moved the left leg.
First of all, what about the little African man?
Listen, that didn't do his job at all.
My boy wants to go sleep.
This man,
what? My boy be sleep.
The mob could have walked in that bitch and he would have been knocked out at the front, bitch. Look, guns and all.
He'll open up the door for you.
Just for a much.
You ain't got no badge.
It used to be the security guard who used to be like ladies first. They used to always open the door for females. It was an older dude. Listen, them security guards was very unique.
I know something about
them late shift, like late shift ones.
Remember you asked me a question? I know a security guard that was fucking with somebody
at Alorica.
Well, he was trying to fuck with somebody at Alorica. And she got that nigga for like 300 bones.
Live it how you get it, pimping.
I mean,
she got that nigga for like 300 bones, and that nigga never came to work after that.
Shit, I wouldn't either.
Respect. She got her money. She did.
He ain't no telling what she gave up. She probably like telling that side of the story.
Yeah, nah. She told me a story, but I mean, I was just like, God damn. Then the dude didn't even show up to work no more. So I'm like, so hey, got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Who was that one person that got fired that shocked you and surprised you?
Nobody.
What's the nigga? The Kadeem?
That surprised you?
That surprised you?
Well, I mean, I was surprised, and they were like, he got fired. I was like, oh, damn, what happened? But then they told me the story, and I was like, oh, shit. That makes sense.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it probably was somebody that surprised me, but I can't.
The person who surprised me, there was a lot of people, like when they let go Scott, and then when they let go Amanda, those people, that surprised me because they were higher up. But the person who surprised me the most, when HR let her go.
But you should have known that was going to happen.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
She didn't fit none of the positions at that job.
That part.
But the thing is, I don't go into that, but
she's a nice person though.
Very good.
The person who surprised me the most was, and you guys probably know who this dude is. His name was Daniel. You may know him as the turtle guy.
Baron. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to say that.
Lord Jesus. But it was so crazy because when he got let go, it was like I was sitting down doing my coaching thing, stuff like that. And I remember that this young girl named Caitlin was behind me, and we just saw 2 people like walk to his desk, managers. And we was like, what are they doing? When they looked under the desk to see if he had a phone, I was like, dang, They done let my boy go. And that was my friend right there. So I was completely shocked because I think it's always shocking when you see somebody in management get fired.
Danny. Yeah, that one probably blowed me. I was like, damn.
See, I ain't really know him that well, but I was there when he got let go. I remember that.
Yeah. I thought you knew him.
I mean, I know him, but I didn't know him that well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
at that time I wasn't. At that time I wasn't even a coach. I was just a regular agent.
Y'all want to hear a quick story about my horrible interview I had?
Oh shit, man! I forgot about Melissa. Shout out Melissa. She was probably one of the.
She got fired?
No.
Oh. Big up to Melissa though.
She was cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
Back to my original statement here. I'm gonna quickly talk about the horrible interview I had. So I had an interview with my guy Adam and my boy Pete, and I was applying for a coaching position, and stuff like that. And hold on, my boy Tony, he gotta go. Say your goodbyes to the people, man.
All right, folks, it's been real. I swear to God, y'all, one day I'm gonna come here.
Right.
I'm not gonna have to go back to work.
Right.
I promise. But the grind don't stop.
Definitely understand.
Appreciate y'all once again.
Where can they find you at real quick before you go?
Shit, I don't even know my Instagram.
It's going to be somewhere on the back pages, Pornhub, X videos, OnlyFans coming soon. They call you Donkey Kong, boy. Go ahead now.
Actually, with that OnlyFans, if I do it, man,
the Florida sitting on.
My name gonna be hanging and swinging. I need all y'all to subscribe. You hear me? It's gonna be live. Y'all gonna enjoy y'all.
We tired of working.
I've been taking maca root and all that good
Thank you, bye, man. Have a good day, man. We appreciate you, man. But I do remember, like I was saying, KP, we had a time where I had an interview for a coaching position at the job, right? And then I went in there. One of the questions they asked me were, what makes you right for the position? Guess what my dumb ass said? Because I'm unique. Because I'm unique.
That bit, dog.
Yeah. And it was like, well, why unique? And I just sit there and I froze. The worst interview I've ever had in my life. And I didn't get the position. And I wasn't mad. And I wasn't like, oh, I said I'm unique. After what are unique?
I'm just unique.
I'm just unique. Literally, that's what I said. I know they wanted to laugh in the inside. I know they was like, but they had to hold it in because they had to be professional. You understand? Yeah. Oh my God. I do. Let's talk about command real quick.
Yo, first of all, big ups to everybody that was in command. I feel like they had one of the toughest fucking jobs in that building, dealing with everybody and they shit.
Highly disagree, but okay.
You know what I'm saying? Big ups to y'all, man.
Definitely. Who was your favorite person? When they answered the phone, you was happy?
Mitch. Money Mitch was my nigga. Danny was my nigga. Like I said, I didn't have no problems with nobody in command. So really, most of they ass Maria, damn, I forgot his name.
Alex,
Miss
June.
Cool. Miss June. Rest in peace, Miss June.
Yeah, shout out to Miss June.
Nah, man, black boy.
Damien
was cool as fuck.
Damien was.
Yeah. Everybody was pretty. I mean, I never, like I said, I never had no.
I do think though. I want to say this lady I'm finna talk about. I love her to death, and I became really cool with her. Maria is a person that if you talk to her over the phone, you're not going to automatically like her because she would pick up that phone and be like, "Huh, yeah, okay, bye, click." And everybody used to say, "Why is she so mean?"
She real, yeah.
And when you like walk up to her and start talking to her, she's cool.
Maria straight to the point.
Hell, she's straight to the point. She was very direct. And she was not playing the phone with you. She didn't care about none of that. I remember the first like if you say Maria's name, the first thing people say mean. That mean lady who picked up the phone in command. But she was cool, as hell. And also Mitchell was cool. I remember when he was a TL, then he went to command.
Mitch is my nigga.
And then my boy Alex Rhoda used to he knew every African American R&B rap song you could think of. One time I was singing Tammy's Tamia, that's her name, song, and he knew like off of that. So really dope. And of course the legend, once again, rest in peace, Miss June. She was really sweet. She was really dope and stuff like that. She did what she had to do. She said what she said constantly. Was there any? You said there was nobody you really didn't like?
No, I mean I didn't have no issue. I mean because like you said, Maria, she straight to the point, and our little relationship was kind of weird because that's all I knew, and I was like, yo, why the fuck is she so mean? And then I actually talked to her one day, and we was talking, and ever since we were just cool, and she'll call me, we'll shoot the shit, and that'll be that. Mitch was cool. Danny was cool. Alex was cool. Alex was kind of straight to the point too, and he really didn't give a fuck either. A lot of their ass in there.
Is there anybody that you used to have like an up and down relationship at that location? Like y'all used to be cool, had a little disagreement, then be cool again, anything like that?
Command?
Just in general.
Just in general?
Mm-hmm.
No, not really.
What was the issue between you and Scott?
What you mean, me and Scott?
Didn't you like used to feel like he used to not have your back or something like that?
I feel like he didn't have nobody back, to be honest. When he came to the assist desk, it was he didn't care about none of the people that was already there. He cared more about the people that was on the way than the people that was already there. But that was just my opinion. I mean, other than that, I ain't got no problems out of that.
Is there any shenanigans besides the ones we already talked about on the previous episodes regarding this that you could think of that we
call avoidance?
That's a shenanigan.
Right.
That's called not doing your job, my guy. That's called not doing your job.
Yeah, call avoidance was all time high for us. Shit, I mean, outside of that, I ain't do nothing too crazy. I needed my job. Fuck that.
You did everything, but sometimes not come to work some days, huh?
I mean, shit. I knew they was gonna let me come back. So shit. Some days I was just like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I ain't going. Yeah.
I would say so. I remember, somebody got. I remember a funny story that one of the people in the higher ups got suspended because they was on the phone talking about I'm John Cena. My boy Jax. He was like, it was so, it was so crazy because he had like they had tapped into his phone. I was like, that's kind of messed up. They had tapped into his phone and they caught the boy telling the customer, well, I'm John Cena. That shit was so funny. Yeah, hysterical. Jax, that's my guy. He was the second best dressed person in there. I don't know who the first was, but his name was amazing. Last name King. First name The. Oh god. Dang. To answer the question I just asked you, one of the people who I used to always have an up and down relationship with is a friend to the show. His name is BB, but I call him Brandon. We used to always have a misunderstanding. I, in my more older years, realized that's what it was. We used to always have an up and down. We used to be arguing and be cool again, arguing and be cool again, but we're really good friends now. But yeah, we used to always get into it a lot. One time he yanked my hair. I was like, come on, man, what's going on? He yanked my hair. And I'm tender-headed. Anybody know if you ever had your hair yanked and you tender-headed? That shit sucks. Anybody but you said no.
Up and down? Like that? Nah, I didn't.
What's the scariest moment you ever experienced while working there?
It was this one time the fucking I guess like the fire alarm or some shit went off and I was mid conversation with a customer and goddamn all I heard bah, bah, bah. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. He's like, yeah, I understand. I guess because he heard the shit in the background, but other than that, I don't know about scary. Like when you say scary, what you mean?
Like something that if that's what it was, it shook you a little bit, it moved you around a little bit.
Mean, other than that,
KP, even though he probably has a lot of stories to tell, he was still a very well-demeanored person.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand,
wild, ruthless, motherfucking heathen. He walked around that bitch like it was his house.
I felt like it was at some point. No, honestly, I have been working there for so long, and I have a that's a personality where you really gonna like it or you not. You're gonna think I'm annoying, but most of the time, most people liked it. So some days I came to work and listen, work did get done, but not the whole 8 hours.
I was gonna say, but I was low key. I couldn't. I wasn't taking them type of
I would literally come to KP's desk, roll up a chair, he'd be on the phone call, wait till he get done and start talking, and then wait till he get done and start talking again.
That's that call avoidance though. Cause after I get off this phone, I was talking to Cedric about a call we had reviewed for 30 minutes. Yeah, right. For 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, it was very important. Yeah, we used to be tripping.
What was the most shocking moment that you ever experienced at that location? You have one?
I mean, shocking. Oh, when they was fixing the fucking roof and all hell was breaking loose in that motherfucker. That was beyond me, goddamn. I was that was probably the craziest thing I've ever had to witness and then go through. But other than that, nothing I could think of.
This is a sidebar. One time I had the police called on me at Alorica. Swear to God. One time I can't say no names on this one. One time I took somebody's keys home and they phone, and they called the police on me.
He didn't take my phone. He did have my car keys. Because that was fucking Ro. Because Ro was fucking playing with my car keys, and I gave him to say, I was like, yo, hold these real quick.
Oh, yeah, what I was saying was a whole different story, because y'all definitely didn't call the cops on me. This was here when I first started. I had literally took somebody's phone and keys home, and then
fucking psycho. Okay, yeah, that
excuse
ain't got
me,
shit to do with
I'm not psycho. It was a situation. It was a mistake. They slipped in my bag. Don't disrespect me. No, that's the old me. God is good. He brought me to that.
Slipped into my
right,
bag.
because I'm anointed now, but back then I was not. Yeah, I had a police call, and I remember Danny had to write a report and all that, and I talked to him the next day. He was like, "What happened?" And this, that, and the third. I'm in fake crying and stuff like that. But God brought me through. That was year one. The rest of the years it got better.
Okay.
But there was one time, very quick story here, when KP gave me his keys to hold, because I think either Kadeem or Ron was playing with his keys or taking it.
It was Ro.
And I took it, and then I go home because he didn't ask me for the keys. I didn't realize it. I'm at the gym.
The gym was, 8 o'clock?
It was something, and I guess they had realized the keys was missing. I looked at my phone. It was like 50 missed calls from Rowan and KP.
I know y'all can't see it, but it's air quotations. He was at the gym.
I was at the gym.
Sure.
This man called me, and I know, guys, I don't have a car. So this man was like, well, I need my keys to get home. I'm like, what the fuck?
I've been had my whole car. And that was the crazy part about it, because I went outside, and I was like, I just stopped, and I saw where my car was parked, and I was looking at my shit, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at my car for? So I was like, all right, whatever. Go back in the go back in the house. Go back in the building. I'm chilling. It's about 8, 9 o'clock. Well, it's about 7 when I realized it. I was like, oh, shit, I ain't got my keys. So I'm flipping out. I thought I lost my shit. The whole time this nigga got my shit, bro. That shit was crazy.
It was crazy, guys. I had to come up there. It was like really late at night. I'm talking about, I'm like at the house.
See, he just said he was at the gym.
Excuse me? I mean, at the gym. At the gym, living my best life, and then this situation happened. So, yeah.
He was working out, just wasn't at the gym, y'all.
Before we wrap this up, I'm going to tell a quick story, though. I was going to answer the question that I asked you about what was the most shocking moment. And this is going to, we typically are very funny here, and we keep laughs and stuff like that, but there's something I definitely want to talk about. I want to say my third year, my fourth year working there, it was this dude that used to work there. He was pretty popular. Everybody really knew him, and when you looked at him, everything looked like he was okay. He was fine and very happy. Had a whole lot of friends around him from the naked eye. But one day, I remember Poncier's girlfriend, Ponce, came up to him and was like, "Hey, you know that tall dude committed suicide?" And
oh yeah,
I overheard that, and I was like, then my ears tuned in. I was like, "What?" Now, once again, the gentleman, if you saw him, a well put together guy, very light. So it was shocking not only to me, and I didn't really even know him like that, but it was shocking to the whole site. It felt like the whole site was like devastated about that situation, and it really touched a lot of people, and it really made people look at themselves more and be like, if this can happen to him, this can happen to me. And when that happened, I was like, how do you get to that dark space in your mind where you decide that the best way out is to no longer be on this earth? And that was like year 3 or year 2 or year 3 that I was working there. And then also myself, I actually encountered a very dark time while working there. And I just want to take this moment to really shout out to a couple people that really saved my life when I was at my lowest. So I definitely want to shout out to Shay, Shonda, Miss Chin, and also LaAsia, I believe. I remember when I was going through my dark time, and I had sent everybody in a panic, and because I sent out this long message, and And I was just going through a lot at the time, and I felt like the best way possibly is to go ahead and I'll be better not to be here. So I would never forget that I had got myself finally together out of the situation, and I was like, Shay had called my phone, and I was like, I'm okay. She was like, no, I need to see you. I'm not leaving until I see your face. So I came down, I went to the front office, and to my surprise, Shonda, who's a friend of the show, she came out the car. She's like, are you okay? And then after she came out the car, LaAsia's pulling up. And then Miss Chin is pulling up. And in that moment, I realized the importance of being here and the importance that people do love you and people do want to see you still here. And it does get it does get really bad out there in your mind sometimes. When you feel lonely, feel like you don't have anybody, you have to, sometimes you need help. And in that moment, I need help. And because of those people at the jobs and the love that I received from the people at the job, I got so much love. And from that, I only want to express that and give that and show that. So that probably tied into the most shocking and scariest moment I ever had working there. And definitely, once again, rest in peace to the great guy, Young Man Curry. Definitely, people, if you're going through something and you're experiencing any type of sadness, depression, or any type of thought that you may not want to be on this world, let me make it more clear. If you think about killing yourself or committing any type of suicide, there is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is 800-273-8255. That's a 24-hour service that can help you, talk you to making it to the next day. If there's any time that if I am a friend of yours and you need somebody to talk to, you better call my number. I don't care what time it is. I don't care how emotional it is. I don't care if you need to cry. I don't care what it is. I am here for you as a friend. So thank you. I think it was appropriate. Working there for 5 years, there's a lot of stuff that happened, messy stuff, funny stuff, but there is some real serious stuff that I think I've learned and I've taken away from that experience. So guys, I just want to leave you guys with one thing, which is love, live, follow your dreams, never stop, go get it, and once again, that job. It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh so amazing touch. And you can follow me at the Amazing I Am _ on IG. Also, make sure you follow the podcast page at readyforit_1. KP, go ahead and send them out.
Up jumps the boogie. It's the boy, the man with the plan. You know what I mean? It's Parker67_ on Instagrams. Man, you know what I'm saying? If y'all stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. We love y'all. We out.